I have a problem. And it is the size of my makeup collection. I currently have 2 eyeshadow palettes, 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, 9 eyeliners, and 21 lip products. And if I count in the other categories that I have very few in, such as 1 powder and a single eyeshadow primer, that brings me to a total of 40 products of makeup. And this isn't the most makeup I've ever owned in my life, but it's probably the second most. And part of me feels a little ashamed of this. I am a big fan of playing with makeup. I actually consider applying and doing my makeup one of my hobbies. It's something I like to do to wind down or express myself. And so for that, I feel like I need more than a minimalist collection. I've had minimalist collections. I think I've been down to about 10 to 15 products before in my life. And I found that I was never using them. And that's solely because I didn't like them. When I only had one blush in a color I didn't like that I was trying to use up, I wasn't using it because it wasn't the colors I liked. And so I don't want to go back to having a completely minimal collection. I just want to be more conscious of what I have and using up and celebrating the makeup I own that may be older, that may be on its way out, or that may have served me at one point really well and doesn't serve me in the same way anymore. My makeup collection has grown significantly in the past 7 months in ways that I'm deeply embarrassed about. If I look at my makeup inventory from January of 2026, I have 11 lip products and a total of 27 products. And this is a very significant jump to the 40 I have now, especially considering that I have either decluttered or panned 11 other products of my original 27. So this is adding a significant amount of makeup purchasing to the past 7 months in ways that I do not like and definitely need to confront. As someone who really enjoys experimenting and playing with makeup, I will say my collection has changed in ways where I'm able to experiment and play and have a lot more fun. But I am walking the fine line between this hobby being purchasing makeup instead of experimenting and playing with it. I never want to be a person whose hobbies are purchasing over making, doing, and creating. So this is a wake-up call for me to try and use what makeup I have and enjoy it while I still have it. Well, the simplest way out of having this much makeup is to declutter and get rid of what I don't want and what I don't like. I really don't want to do that. I actually enjoy most of these products. Keyword is most. There's definitely some that I will not be repurchasing even if I enjoy them. But I have been through the declutter and repurchase cycle for years and years of my life. And I am really trying to break free from that. And truly the only way we can break through is by confronting that consumption head on and using up what we have to the best of our ability, because I've already spent that money. It's gone. I can't get that money back. I need to make the most of what I spent on it. And I'm going to do that through using up as much of these products as I possibly can. My plan is to go through my makeup and decide which items will be leaving my collection in 2026. And rather than decluttering it now, I'm going to challenge myself to use up as much of these products as I possibly can before December 31st. This is something I actually did last year, where I chose 2 products or a couple products, I can't even really remember, that I knew I did not want to bring into the next year. These were products that were maybe too old, or I just didn't really care for as much and saw myself growing out of in the next year. So my plan is to do that again, to pick out the makeup that is either old and needs love, or I want to celebrate it before I fully and completely grow out of using that product. Are you like me? Do you have products that you know you won't be taking into the next year? Have they served you well? Or are you itching to just get rid of them? Comment below. I'm curious. I have chosen 7 different products that I want to use up before the end of the year. This is 5 different lip products, 1 highlighter, and 1 eyeshadow palette. So this Estate Lip Oil in the shade Cherry is got 1 foot in the grave. The stopper has been removed. I'm not going to weigh it. I'll be done it this week. And this NYX Boundary Pusher is probably my oldest item that I have in my collection. It's one of those liquid lipsticks and gloss combined products. It weighs in at 19.5 grams currently. It is July 29th today. I actually wrote the date wrong several times on this paper. I'm going to be weighing both sides together, and I will be happy if I can get this product to go down by even 1 gram in the time that I have. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Cranberry Pie. It currently weighs in at 12.8 grams. I have had or used this shade. This is not the only bottle I've ever had of this. This is my second. I've used this shade for years. I absolutely love it, but I think I am beginning to grow out of the color and formula a little bit. This is an Estate Blurring Lip Liner in the shade Cocoa Mauve. It is genuinely not a great color for me. I just want to try and see how much of it I can use up in the time that I have. I typically wear this all over my lips and mixed with a couple other different browns to kind of get the shade that I really want. Hopefully I can use up as much as I can. It's a losing battle with a shade you hate, really. And this is an Essence 8-Hour Stay Put Lip Liner. The shade is rubbed off on it. I actually don't even know what it's called. I think it might be called something like Famous or Glamorous, but it's not really entirely clear to me. I actually think I will be able to use this up in the time that I have. It's a nice kind of red shade on me, and I think especially if I wear it all over my lips or I sheer it out over a lip balm, I actually really like that method over a lip balm. It makes like a perfect sheer red over me. It'll be great for the fall. This is my emotional support highlighter. It is from MOTD in the shade Lucid Moon. I've got pretty big pan in it, and I've had it for 4 years already. And this is a Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. I've got some good pans in there, but it is also 4 years old. Thank you for watching. I'm Estuaries, and you can expect an update on this project at the beginning of October.